I really did enjoy it when Erin was dropping Sherry D's name into her poem, because that's what oral poets around the globe do, is these kind of praise poems where you actually mention the name of the person and talk about them in the poem. And those are the traditions that are being worked through here tonight. It's so great to hear them. They must be in the DNA of the language for us to be able to pick up on what are the African tradition of praise poetry. And of course, what Sherry D is doing here is giving us poets our job back. You know, the job doesn't stop with writing the poems. You know, the job includes protecting language itself. You know, I mean, poets have been using language rent-free for thousands of years. And now it's payback time, you know? So I also got to thank Mark Abley, because it was his book, Spoken Here, that was really the first book that talked about endangered languages that wasn't written in that language called linguistics. Most of this work, the work about language is the linguists doing it, although many linguists do not feel that working to keep languages alive is part of their jobs. But that's certainly what is going on here tonight. I have been given special dispensation, don't hate me, to read a recent research poem, a little poem, just a blip, and then to do the language poem for you all. Oh, here's something interesting that's been going on in the language community. The use of the word dead language has really been called into controversy on account of there are languages that are being returned to use that haven't been spoken in decades. In fact, Wampanoag, a language from Cape Cod, eastern U.S., is being spoken now, although it hadn't been spoken for 125 years. So the question is any language really dead if there are people who want to bring it back to life, can find a way to do that? And so, may I suggest for your contemplation the use of the word sleeping. When a language has gone to sleep for a while, doesn't mean that it can't be brought back to life. This poem is called Being Everywhere Dancing Sonnet. And the title comes after a book by Robert Bringhurst, who lives on Quadra, and who is a great translator of Haida as well as a maker of books. Being Everywhere Dancing Sonnet. The mountains of central Taiwan are monolingual Sioux, the last of their kind. There are 500 mountains there, and there are 500 people who speak Sioux too. But this poem is not about the seeming coincidence, nor is it going to leap all over the place, fragments equal poem. Definitely apologizes for being in English. Not written by Bob Holman. Not written in spring, sun cascading creek bed. From 16 native, aboriginal, pre-Chinese tongues of Taiwan come 90% of Austronesian languages, stretching from Madagascar to Easter Island. The idea that there is a monolingual speaker of a minority or endangered language is laughable, but fuels the argument that you better assimilate by not learning your mother tongue. That's the thesis of this poem. First time ever that a poem has had a thesis. Respect mother tongues. Come on, go ahead. Teach English to the mountains in Taiwan who speak only Sioux. shameless promotion. This is the PBS documentary called Language Matters that I host and that I hope you all will get to watch. If you want to get the secret link, because you can't watch PBS.org for free up here in Canada, I'll be happy to talk with you later. Or you can buy this thing. Fucking Holman, doing fucking duskeer fucking Gymraeg. Die Erzeo. Rijn Timelo Valley Vrijwalk Hangol in Vroider. Oh. The title of this poem is Fuck Off, I'm a fucking Welsh fucking learner. That's the title. I was, as part of the TV show and also part of my love for all things language, I went to Nant Gwrtheuyn on the Llŷn Peninsula of Wales and got immersed into Welsh, and then was invited to participate in the Stomp. The Stomp is the National Poetry Slam of Wales. And because I was learning North Walesian, of course there's no language that can't have at least two different, completely different dialects, I wanted the people at the Stomp who were going to vote on me to know that my alliance was with the North Wales people. I forgot to take my photo for, what's it called again, to gram it. Okay, let's see. Could everybody please smile? Please, okay, let's see. There we go. You look great. Okay, thank you. So, you know, I would never join into the Eisteddfod, which is the big, well, did you know that Welsh is the only language on the planet that has been an endangered language and then come off the endangered list? How did they do that? They were smart, and when we were protesting against Vietnam and for civil rights, the Welsh Language Society was protesting for parity among languages, tearing down the road signs, and the little old ladies were saying, if you don't put my tax form in Welsh, I ain't paying them. Now, if you all know from the poetry slams that the first thing you want to do is start off by getting the audience on your side. So the first line of this poem is, I feel like the red dragon in the middle of battle. Now, I don't know if any of you have ever seen the flags of the United Nations, but there happens to be only one that has a red dragon on it. And that is the flag of Wales. And that's because that when the apocalypse happens, the red dragon and the white dragon will both emerge from Carnarvon Castle, have their immutable battle, and the red dragon will emerge victorious. We won't say who the white dragon is, although the national toast in Wales is Tuchdin Pob Sais, up the ass of all the Brits. After you get the audience on your side, maybe a little self-deprecation will help. Bard Americanaidd Tumfat Onangol Iston. I may feel like the red dragon in the middle of battle, but what I am is the stupid American poet who thinks he can speak enough Welsh to get over in the Stomp. Having done that, it's time to get a little bit of the US hip-hop into Welsh. Isio ymddeheiriad, dim posibiliad, isio ymgyfeiriad, dyn o ddyfiniad o wrthwydiad, o dystrwriwr dyfiniad. Want an apology? No possibility. My address, the contradiction of definition. Definition demolition. Ydych chi'n gwybod pam? Mi dydau tachu pam. Ac os mod un ffogyn dysgu'r ffogyn Gymraeg dyn y pom. And you know why? I'll tell you why. Because I'm a fucking Welsh fucking learner, that's why. Having ripped through the hip-hop pop traditions, it's time to get serious with the big ears of the Welsh. Hyn gokir van angel mijn own gebod, beth du tia minau vraud, und supplus kern noin puis ogenaud. Old river, boatman, death, he knows it. What art thou and I, sister, but this uniform of bones and flesh? Now, if you really knew your Welsh, you'd know that those lines were completely ripped off. At which point you would think this stupid American is even stupider than we thought, taking classic lines of Welsh and throwing them into his poem. However, I come back with this footnote, which I actually read. To Goody Senasaw Uchod Arechefer Odi R. Williams Parry at T.H. Parry Williams in a new Imperialis Americanite. The above lines were stolen on your behalf from R. Williams Parry and T.H. Parry Williams in the name of American imperialism. Bona Vigiana Bona Vegesia. Basingers Gintoff o Ginhannes. In us with an Erskern. En us we unversgern. Ladies and gentlemen, my first line in Canhaneth. Now, one of the reasons why Welsh has probably survived all these centuries is because they have developed a poetry that sticks to the ears. In fact, there is a poetic device that's used in Welsh that is found in no other language. It's called Canhaneth, which is spelled, of course, Gynghaddd. Canhaneth. Canhaneth has been best translated, I think, as consonant chime. You divide the line in half, drop all of the vowels, and the consonants of the first half must chime with the second half. And there are 4 different ways to do that. I won't go into details. But if you are Welsh, you can hear the Canhaneth just as easily as in English we hear the end rhymes of couplets. So in Welsh, to hear that Canhaneth is to know that the poet is working the language right, that the tongue is untwisted. My first line of Canhaneth translated in English is the inimitable shaking in my bones. Oh well, it sounds better in Welsh. Mijn weer wyda chi dwi'n un ysgwyd yn fy esgern, a da chi'n gwybod pam. Ac os fi modd yn ffocin dysgu'r ffocin Gymraeg, ti'n a ffocin pam. It's true, you know, I really am shaking in my bones, and you know why? Because I'm a fucking Welsh fucking learner. That's fucking why. And now, the thrilling conclusion. To bring all into the ear of the poets. Baby, baby. That's Welsh too. Unig forth o tal gerth on. The kiezen, se met pop kiezen in dot. En air Gymraeg. En we mijn alone of Freudian. Baby, baby, the only way to stop this poem is to kiss, kiss, where each kiss becomes a word in Welsh, in my big head of dreams. Thank you. To find out if I won the stomp, you'll have to watch the TV show.